Guys, good morning. Hey, from Bali over here. I hope that you are all having a lovely Sunday and you've had a great weekend. So, welcome everybody to this whole team winning Sunday night Zoom call. I'm so excited, guys. Like, we are now into the most exciting 4 months of the year. September, October, November, and then into December leads us on to the most exciting times of the year, because right now this is the time that we can start building for September, and it's all about being consistent, and that's what we're going to talk to you about tonight. So who's up for making it a September to remember, guys? Who's excited? Show me some hands. Who wants to make it a September to remember? Amazing. So guys, just before we get started, what I want you girls and guys to do is to comment in the chat box what your goals are for September. Put them in the comments and let's all see what we're all aiming for. I'm going to do mine as well. Ames, if you want to do yours. I'm going to get... That's my goal. That's what I'm going for. So it's all about focusing on what you really want, guys. So right now, have a think about what it is that you want to achieve. And if you're not quite sure yet, that's absolutely fine. If you're brand new to the team, welcome. We're really excited to have you here on the call with us tonight. But also, if there's anything you don't understand, don't worry. Everything will become clear to you over time. Sit back, listen, make some notes, take everything in, and just know that anything that we think about is going to become true for us. So what's really good about knowing what you're aiming for is that you've got something subconsciously that you're working towards. So here we go. So this is great, seeing all your goals coming through. For teamies and 6 new orders from Hope, 2 frontline, 5 orders, capsules and lift orders, 5 orders in a teamie. Amazing. So guys, like, we've all got goals for ourselves. So that's the standard that you're setting for yourself for this month. And what I would really say to you guys is always know that you can do exactly that, so much more. So sometimes we can put a ceiling on what we want to achieve because we sometimes don't believe in ourselves enough. You know, business is really about just going out there and speaking to people every single day and sharing who you are and why you started this business. So just before I go on to what I want to talk about this morning, Ames, do you want to jump on and just say hi and add anything in just to the beginning of the call?
Hi everyone, like Millie said, I'm really excited. We've got some really cool things to share with you tonight. Absolutely loving all of your goals, and yeah, just literally, like, it's such an exciting time right now. And yeah, we're just gonna get into the call because it's so exciting.
Okay guys, what we're going to do as well, because I think we've got quite a lot of newbies on the call as well, Ames and I just wanted to quickly reintroduce ourselves. So for anybody that's heard this before, then it's just a little refresher for you, but for guys that have just started the business, who are brand new on here, my name is Millie. I've been in the business for coming up to 7 years now. It's been something that's absolutely changed my life in ways that I can't even begin to describe to you guys. So for me, it was all about being a customer to begin with. So I was really struggling with acne, and at the time I had tried everything, and long story short, I come across Juice Plus on Facebook and decided to use it as kind of like a last resort. And when I saw these, this post literally said, my energy's never been better, my skin's never been better. I love these little capsules. So I just decided to say yes, jumped on board. And for me, it was something that I had no idea that could change my life like it has. So I studied nutrition at university. So health and nutrition was always something I was passionate about. I was always super healthy. But when I added these bad boys in, and I also added the fruit and vegetable blend as well, everything changed for me. I was pinging out of bed in the morning. I had all this energy. My skin started to clear. And obviously we can't make medical claims. However, that was the only thing that I changed. And because I had such incredible results, I began to share it with everybody that, that I came into contact with. I was like, I'm taking these incredible fruit and vegetable capsules and berries. And that's how I started to build a customer base through my upline, who then invited me to an event. I drove from Brighton to Manchester, which was about 5 hours, in my little burnt out Clio, which I never really thought that would make it. And I signed up, and the rest is history. And that was 7 years ago. And at the time I was looking at my overdraft. I was £500 over my overdraft. And for me, it was kind of a like, if not this, then what? And I just made it a mission for myself to speak to people every single day, to tell them about Juice Plus and about what it had done for me. And I thought to myself, if I can help one person a day, just one, by telling them my story, then, you know, it might be something that helps them too. And that's literally how I've built my business over the last 7 years. I've just found at least one person every single day to share my story with. And here I am. I'm sat in Bali. I came here in March just for a 2-week holiday, and right now it's been like 6 months I've been here. So I was able to pack up, relocate, and stay here just for a prolonged amount of time. And the business has given me freedom. The business has given me a life beyond my wildest dreams. And you know, it can do that for you guys too if you're willing to like put in the work, because it's not going to be easy, but it's very, very simple. It's just about finding people, chatting to them, and sharing your story with. So that's a little insight to my story. And Ames, I think, do you want to share a little bit about how you got started too, just to give the guys an insight?
Yeah, definitely. That's amazing, Millie. Like, I love hearing your story. It's just incredible. And you know, guys, like this business can change your life too. You know, like me and Millie were just normal people, and everyone else on this call that have had also great success. Like, we've all got such incredible stories. And you know, if you're new on here, or if you've been involved a little while, like, you can absolutely change your life and live your dreams with this business. So I've been involved for nearly 7 years. Thanks to Millie. Millie was the amazing person that introduced me. I was, at the time, I was living at home. I was working full time with horses. I was pretty much broke. I was knackered. I was tired. I was always getting ill and run down. Saw this on social media. Saw Millie posting, and I was just so intrigued by it. So basically, cut a long story short, I just decided, like, let's just jump in. Let's just give this a go. What have I got to lose? So, you know, I love the products. They gave me loads more energy. I started to go to the gym and work out, as well as riding my 10 to 15 horses every single day, which was just a game changer. You know, a lot of us, we all know how incredible the products are. You know, in the last 7 years, I've very, very rarely got ill or run down anymore. And like, because I love the business so much, about a year into me being involved, and because I worked really hard, I was then able to give up my full-time job. And every year ever since, so sort of over 5 years now, this business has paid me every single month, you know, over a full-time income. It's just incredible. You know, I've been able to get a house and travel to incredible places. And, you know, I used to drive like a little Peugeot 106. Now I drive my dream car. You know, me and DJ are planning our wedding. It's just crazy, really. Like, so that's like a little bit of an insight what this has done for me. And I just love, like, I get so excited helping other people to just unlock their dreams as well. Because for me, I started to realize, like, when I came across this opportunity, I actually started to believe that actually, okay, this is possible, you know, because when I was growing up, I always wanted to be in control of my future. I wanted to be independent. I never wanted to have to rely on anyone else, because that can be taken away. Whereas when I saw this business and I realized that I could be in control and that I can be independent and that no one else can take that away, I was like, right, let's just go for this, because I want to be independent. So I hope that helps.
Wow, that's amazing, Ames. Like, it's so inspiring hearing stories, and you know, it's lovely to see like how much you've grown as well, because this business isn't just about, you know, all the success. It's about growing into who we are and being our true authentic selves. And that's the beautiful thing about this business. We can be anybody. You know, you don't need a certain amount of qualifications. You don't need to be a certain type of person. You can show up to this business in shorts and flip-flops every single day. You can sit in your PJs. You can sit in your dressing gown, whatever you want. You know, this business can basically like give you anything that you want, guys, and you can run it exactly how you want to. Anything that me and Ames share with you is just something that we found that has made us successful and that has worked for us. You might find a way that makes success for you that's different, and that's absolutely fine. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to share some golden nuggets with you guys and help you, you know, just strip it back to basics, whether you've been in the business for 1, 3, 5, 6 years, or whether you're brand new. So get your pens and papers ready, because we've got some really cool things to share with you tonight. And what we just want to start by doing is talking about your guys' stories. So something that I'm really passionate about is knowing exactly who I am, where I've come from, and you know, where I was when I first started this business. And I was in a very, very different situation than I am now. And what's really important to remember is that for me right now, if I went out looking for girls that were perhaps, you know, very successful, living in countries that they had moved to, you know, and was living the life that I'm living now, I might not find the people that really need this business. So what I need to do is strip it back to who I was when I first started. So my story was that I was a nutrition graduate. I'd got made redundant from a job that I thought was my dream. I'd worked in a call centre and I was a fast food pizza delivery girl. So that was my story. I was struggling to basically have anything in life other than work. I couldn't afford to put petrol in my car. So all these little things were the things that I was struggling with at the time, and I didn't realise could inspire people now. So now that I'm looking back, they're the things that I'm going to look for when I have conversations with people. So what's really important for you guys to know is your story. So even if you've been in the business for one day, even if you've been in the business for a year, think about what your story was like, or what your life was like before you started Juice Plus. So what was your life like, and what was your life like before you started the product? So for me, I was struggling for energy. I was a little bit overweight. I'd struggled with nutrition, like with my mindset around nutrition for a long, long time. Even though I'd studied nutrition, there was a lot of things that I was still struggling with. And for me, I know that I was still really tired, even though I was super healthy. My energy was at an all-time low and my skin was really bad. So they're the things that I can look for when I have conversations with people to inspire them through sharing my story. And it's as simple as going into groups, finding your tribe, which we'll talk a little bit about later on, but also finding those people and saying to them, do you know what, I would say something along the lines of like, I've got something that you might be interested in. Would you be open to hearing my story? And literally just picking up my phone and sending a voice note and saying, look, I've been in a really similar position to you, where I've been really struggling with energy, with skin, not been able to put petrol in my car, and whatever it is, then relate back to that person. And it's really that simple. Would you be open to hearing my story? And if they say yes, then what have you got to lose? And that person, even if they aren't a yes right now, because they've heard your story, they'll become a yes in the future. It just might not be the right time for them. So the more that you can share your story, the more that you know your story, the more effective it's going to be, rather than just going, I've got Juice Plus, that's going to help you. Like, you should sign up for these products. But why? How has it helped you? Because, you know, people like to hear stories. Stories sell, ingredients don't sell. Okay. So people aren't going to get inspired by knowing that in fact they might, like that there's 30 different types of fruits, vegetables and berries in these capsules, but actually people are going to relate to more to your stories. So really think about what your product story is. And if you haven't got a business story yet, you can literally say like, oh, you know what, like I'm just really excited. I've started this amazing business opportunity. And my upline, Amy, she's been in the business for 7 years and she used to ride 10 horses a day, but now she's living her dream life and I'm going to follow in her footsteps. You know, I'm really excited to be following in her footsteps. That's something that really worked for me at the beginning when I was telling people about the business and I hadn't got a business story. I always used Katie, who's my upline, and I always told people that she was been really successful. She was able to give up her job and she bought her dream car and all these kind of things, because at the beginning I hadn't established myself. So I used Katie. So you guys can use our stories and other stories as well. So, Ames, is there anything you just want to add to that, babe?
Yeah, definitely. I love that. And I think that it's a great idea, guys. Like, we can all share each other's stories. So, like, for example, you know, I could put a post up, as long as Tracy wouldn't mind, of course, but I could get a lovely selfie of Tracy Lawrence and I could put a status up and I could say, everyone, meet Tracy. And, like, this is her story, and, like, write her story out. And then, like, the following week I could say, and this is Wendy. Everybody, meet Wendy. And I put a picture up of Wendy and then I write her story out. So there's no reason why we can't do that amongst ourselves, like once a week, for example, or once a month, or every few weeks. You know, have a day where you share someone else's story in the team, or a customer's story, where you kind of like give them a bit of recognition, and you just literally say like, you know, I want to introduce you to Tracy, and like, this is her incredible story, you know, from these products and this business that I'm also a part of. So, you know, maybe there's a way, maybe we could all write out our stories maybe and post them somewhere so that we could maybe do that. We'll have to figure out a way of how we could do that, but I think that that's a really, really great idea.
Yeah, I absolutely love that, because at the end of the day, guys, we've all got incredible stories and we've all got very different stories as well. You know, we've all got different backgrounds, we come from different places, we've been in the business for different amounts of times, and we've got different reasons why we've started. So I think that's a great idea. I love that. And the other thing is also, you know, you can do lives, invite, you know, people from other teams on to do double lives and share your stories together. That's a really great way. So yeah, what has your journey been? So think about, what was your life like before you started Juice Plus? And you know what you're excited about. And that's the other thing as well, like, Why did you start this business? What was that moment that made you go, yes, this is for me. I'm going to hand over the money. I'm going to sign up for £50 and I'm going to do this because I'm really inspired. What was that moment? Have a think about, take yourself back to that point when you were like, yes, I'm so excited for this. Was it because you wanted to help people? Was it because you knew your vision and you knew what you wanted to achieve and you wanted to earn a bit of extra money? Or was it just to pay off the £50 and to earn a bit of extra money from your products? So you could pay for your own products. What was that moment? Because there are so many other people out there that are just like you that want this product, but they can't perhaps afford it right now. So you can show them the opportunity to help them be able to afford the products and the business. So moving forward. So the next thing that I just wanted to talk to you about, guys, is tribe. So the consistency of connecting with people that relate to you. So this comes down to knowing who you are and what kind of person that you are. So first of all, your tribe is basically all about you, and it encompasses who you are as a person. So for anybody that hasn't done this before, what you want to do is get a piece of paper and draw a stick man or woman on it and write down all the things that you are and that interest you and that make you excited and that you love and that you're passionate about. So for me, it'd be things like horse riding, traveling, it would be the gym, fitness, and within each category that you write down, you can write subcategories. So for me, fitness is a massive part of my life. So I could write things down like bikini competitions, CrossFit, body pump, bodybuilding, fitness clothing, and all these different things. And then what you can do, this is the fun part, you can go on Facebook and find groups that relate to those topics. Or what you can do is you can go and find pages that have that like are well established. So for me, I could go and look on, say, for example, like a magazine that relates to fitness. So Women's Health. I could go onto the Women's Health Facebook page and go and connect with all the women that are on that page who also relate to health and fitness. And that is my tribe. They're the people that I'm going to relate to. And you can start making conversations with them. And if you take it into groups, what you can do is you can start to become a voice in that group. And it's literally as simple as, for me, what I do is when I go to CrossFit, I go into my CrossFit groups that I'm in and I take a picture of the WOD that I'm doing, which is the workout of the day. And I post a picture of that and me with a sweaty selfie at the end. And I write something like WOD completed. And the amount of likes and loves that I'm getting on there, guys, is incredible. And comments saying, well done, you've got this. Like, this is the WOD that we've been doing. And it gives me then an in to relate to those people and to open a conversation. And you guys can do exactly the same, whether it's dog walking, whether it's kids nutrition, whether it's whatever it is that inspires you and makes you you. Then that's what you want to relate to, and that's the kind of people that you want to start attracting to you by simply finding your tribe. So Ames, do you want to share anything about tribe?
Yeah, I love that, Millie. Love that. A great thing you can also do with that as well is like Instagram. I love this for Instagram. For those of you that are on Instagram, obviously don't worry if you're not. But Instagram's great because obviously you can like search locations, you can search hashtags. So like earlier on today when I was doing my adding, I was actually searching for some equestrian centres that I know of in the UK. I was just literally found the location and I was connecting and adding people that are, horsey from that. So it's just another great idea, go and think, where will people like you? And I think like what Millie said before you started this, what were your struggles? Like, where will people like you, like that, where will they be hanging out right now? Where can you go and find them? And where can you go and, build a relationship, make that connection, and then, help them later on when they see what it is that you do. So yeah, I love that.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and it's just keeping it consistent, guys, as well. So, making sure that you're connecting with, 5 new people as a minimum every single day. I like to connect with more because obviously, like, I'm full-time JP. So, what I basically do, I spend my whole day just connecting with people here, there, and everywhere. So have a think about how many people that you're honestly connecting with. And, if you're at the point right now where you're like, oh, I'm not doing any, that's so fine, guys, but be honest with yourself and be truthful with where you're at. So accept where you're at and make that change to move forward, because if you want to make this business work for yourself, you've got to be honest and truthful to yourself. So think about where you're at right now and exactly where you're at. This is where you're supposed to be right here, right now. And you can go one of two ways. You can carry on doing what you're doing, or you can go, right, today I'm going to make that change, and I'm going to make September the month that is the month that I remember. And it's the first month of the year that I'm stepping up, I'm stepping into my greatness, I'm raising my standards, and I'm being there for myself. You know, it's like, has anybody ever like been on a diet, or if anyone's, you've had to commit yourself to get to achieve a goal, whether it's to do an exam at school or at college, or whether it's to achieve something that's, you've had to practice, right? So this business is the same. Like, sometimes it feels difficult, but it's the difficult times that are the growth. So sometimes when things feel a bit resistant, like whether you've got to go and speak to people, or whether you've got to go and add people, sometimes those things that don't feel that comfortable, they're the things that are going to start really working for you. So it's outside of that comfort zone that are going to really make things, if you step into that, it's going to really make things happen for you. So have a think about what you need to do to grow. Have a think about what it is that, if you're visualizing yourself by the end of September, where you want to be, what do you need to do to get to that goal? So if you want to get 10 customers, if you want to get 5 customers, what do you need to do more of to get to that goal? If you were advising yourself, if you were your own team, like mentor, what would you say that you need to do more of? And then go and do that. Because sometimes we can get into a space of going, oh, this is my goal, this is what I want to achieve. But then we sit back and we don't take the action because it scares us. But actually, like, sometimes we worry too much about things that might happen when they probably won't even happen in the first place. And it's that anxiety about, being, not knowing what might happen. But actually, when we think about the opposite, and like, actually, if I go and speak to 5 people a day, think about the things that could happen from that. And, the effect that could have on your business. And speaking to that one extra person, if you speak to that one extra person, that might be another Amy Turner, that might be another Debbie Morris, that might be another Claire Tully, that might be another Jeanette, that might be another Liz. It might just be that person that changes your business, right? So have a think about what you need to do more of every single day. So I'm going to pass over to you, Ames. I know that you've got a few golden nuggets that you want to share as well on the call. So yeah.
Yeah, I love that, Millie, and I think like you sort of like touched a little bit on consistency, and it's so true. This like Millie said, with your adding your tribe and then doing your connections, that's all part of something that we call a DMO, a daily method of operation. So, but the key is here, guys, that doesn't work if you just do it for a few days and stop. It works through consistency. Consistency is so important. And I know it's so boring because we bang on about it all the time, but it is so true. What makes the DMO work is being consistent. What do we say, guys? Day in, day out, day in, day out. Come on now, everyone, do the dance. Day in, day out. Like it is, it's day in, day out. And some days you might be like, is this really getting anywhere? But then the next day, you then get loads of people that then you're then chatting to, and they're then like interested. So it's about sowing seeds. You've got to think about, if you're a farmer, if you want a really healthy crop that's really plump and juicy, right? I'm doing it again, and but that you only get that harvest and that amazing crop if you put in the work the year before or the months before. What does the farmer do? He preps the land, he gets the seedlings ready, he gets the tractor out, and he sows all these seeds, and then they grow into amazing crops. So that's the same with this business. That's what this DMO is like. So, not everyone that you speak to is going to be like, yes, like get me started. It's a numbers game. And if you just keep going, you will find the people that will get it and that you can help. So just trust us when we say, just keep going and be consistent. Because so many people actually, they give up too soon, just when they're about to, like come to like an amazing breakthrough. Like some people just give up just at that time, when if they just kept going, then like they could have really had something amazing. So just be consistent and keep that going. Like Millie said, with your adding a new tribe is so important. So really what I'd recommend you guys to do is make a decision. How many people are you going to add a day? Whether that's, if you're new, whether that's 5 people a day, 3 people a day. If you've been in it a bit longer, maybe it's 20 or 30 people a day. Choose how many people you want to add per day and stick to that number, and then hold yourself accountable. Be consistent, day in, day out. Because it actually takes quite a few exposures, guys, for people to actually notice. I think it takes about 7 exposures for us to see an advert on TV before we actually acknowledge the advert, before we even start to think about if it's something that we want to do. So that's the same with our posts. You know, if you think about it on social media, people have to see your posts. No, I say they have to be exposed to you, what you do, at least 7 times before they even acknowledge it, or before they even start to consider if it's something that they want to do, or if it's something that you could help them with. So that's why consistency is so important. And this is so true, guys. Have you seen Monsters Inc. with the secretary? Always watching, Mike Wazowski. That's so true. Like, the secretary is always watching. That's the same with your, you know, your social media and your DMO. You know, I get people message me that I maybe spoke to them or added them a year ago, but now they're like, Amy, I'm ready. I want to get started. Okay. But if I wasn't consistent, or if I'd given up, then how would I be able to help those people? So just keep consistent. People are always watching. So even if somebody, you know, even if it's not right for them right now, doesn't matter, because there could be a time in their life, whether that's in a few weeks or a year's time, where, you know, they do come across a health problem and they need our products, or they lose their job, or they want more from life and they've just got fed up of being, you know, living paycheck to paycheck, and they want to earn an extra income, or they want to be part of our community. You're then there ready to help them. So that's really important. So yeah, obviously choose how many people you want to add, choose how many people you want to connect with per day, like Millie said. You know, if you know, you choose the number, and then obviously, like with your posts, it's really like your stories are so important. So what I mean is, like, your Facebook stories, your Instagram stories, you know, if you're not using them right now, you need to be using them. And you need to be posting on there like as much as you can. You know, even if you're at work in the day, the great thing about the story is, what I actually do quite a lot of the times, I actually record stuff on my phone, just on my video, and then I might post it to my story later. So you might not always have time to do it there and then, but you can actually kind of like get content throughout your day, and then you can then you can sit down in the evening and actually spend the time posting it up if you want. That's a really great tip, because then it stays on there for 24 hours. But yeah, like with your stories, posting on your Facebook and Instagram stories, you know, you want to be showing like your life. If you're walking, like, record your feet walking. If you're going for a walk out with the dogs, if you're with the horses, if you're going for a workout, you know, like, do like a little snippet, do like a little sweaty selfie. If you're having a shake, do like a little video of your shake. And obviously our detox all starts tomorrow. So this is great, guys. This is going to be great content for your stories. You can be like, day 1 of the detox or the shred 10, you know, show people what you're eating, show people what you're up to. You know, this is a great opportunity for you to kind of like give people the chance to have a little look into your life and see what's involved. And this is how you're going to then attract customers, by living the mission and by actually doing it. People are going to start to think, oh, what's Tracy doing? Like, what are those capsules? What are those shakes? Like, they look really good. You know, I post about my products every single day. I don't just do it every other day. Every single day I have a shake in my capsules and I have my lift. So I post it every single day. I don't care if people get bored, because I know that people need to see it. And every single day I'll say, here's my capsules, and I'll say something slightly different with them on my story. Sometimes I'll do a video of me taking them. Sometimes it'll just be a picture just saying, love my capsules. Next day it might just be 30 fruit, veg and berries, like whatever it is. But I make sure that people know that I take them every single day. And I show that. So, you know, that's how I am attracting customers, because I'm showing that I'm taking the products and that, you know, I'm eating healthier, although had a bit of a crazy weekend, but let's not get into that. But yeah, I'm really, really excited for detox tomorrow. But yeah, basically post loads on your story, and then on your actual wall you can post a bit less and more like kind of quality, more, you know, make sure it's all about you and showing like what you're doing. And, you know, for me, like, it's been a game changer since I've been sort of maybe posting up and sort of maybe being more vulnerable and sharing my struggles more, has been like a massive game changer as well. And then obviously, I don't know if any of you guys, like, who else still does birthdays? I'm sure we all pretty much still do. But birthdays is a really, really another amazing part of your DMO. So if anyone new, you can find out whose birthdays it is on your Facebook, and you can go wish them happy birthday. And this is a great way to get your connections up as well. So this is part of a connection. So what I do is I connect with 10 new people a day, so the new people that I've added, and then I do my birthdays as well with the people that I've already currently got. So with your birthdays, it's literally just wishing them happy birthday. I'd recommend that you do it in the messenger. Just, you know, get in the inbox, message them happy birthday. You know, it's really cool if you can send like a fun video. It just really, you know, starts a conversation. Ask them, you know, what are they up to? Have they got any nice presents? Have they been spoiled? You know, and this is a great way to, you know, build that connection, build a bit of a relationship. And I know that we mentioned this a little while ago, but then you can then say, you know, have a bit of a conversation with them about their birthday, and then you can then say, like, is work keeping you busy? Little, you know, it's my little one-liner that I think a lot of you have started using now, and it still works so well. And then they're going to tell you about their work, whether they're busy, whether they're not. Maybe I've had people say, yeah, I'm looking for work. I've had people say, like, yes, I'm so busy, and like, you know, that anyway, basically you then come round to then offering them the opportunity and just saying, like, would you be open to checking out, you know, a little bit more about what it is that I do, or whatever message you use, but basically a message that you're asking them if they're open to checking out more. And that's a great way. That's where I also get a lot of my product and business conversations, and then go into the opportunity group. So yeah, birthdays are definitely a must have, and especially if you're just starting out, you might only have a couple birthdays a day, but obviously when you then get more Facebook friends, I mean, it's easy to then have like 10 or 20 birthdays a day. And then again, like, you're having all those conversations, you're then asking them, is work keeping them busy? You're then asking them if they're open. You know, you can just start to see how you're really starting to build that up, and you're going to have a much more chance of having a big, juicy crop, like the farmer wants. And then just the other little tip that I know that Simon Mitchell's been sharing with us, which is what I love, and I've been using this really well, is then get into your stories. So connect on other people's stories. So like, give them love hearts, give them wow faces on their stories. You know, what you could do is set yourself like a 5-minute timer on your phone and just go onto other people's stories, whether it's Facebook or Instagram. You know, give them wows, give them loves, you know, maybe even give them a little comment, like a little message. And then, you know, a few days later, you can then ask them if they're open to the opportunity. And if you're doing this with your tribe, this all links together so well, guys. It's a bit like a jigsaw puzzle. This is like a very, very simple DMO, daily method of operation. And it all links in perfectly. And they all kind of like work together in synergy effects. But if you're maybe missing one thing, like say, for example, if you're posting, but like you're maybe not adding new people, then you're not getting like new seeds into the funnel. And then you're going to kind of get to a point where you're going to kind of run out of people. But, you know, this is why, like, for me and Millie, we've been in the business coming up to 7 years. This is how we still get new customers and team members every single month, because we consistently do the DMO. We add new people. So, like, you can never, ever run out of people, if that makes sense. So, or, you know, it's the same thing. If you're adding new people, but then what if you're not posting to your story or posting, you've got nothing for people to see, nothing for them to like attract to or see what they're doing. So you can see that it all works in synergy together, and it all goes like a little puzzle together. And just work at it, guys. You know, go and find what works for you, but use that as like a bit of a benchmark, as a basic. Go and find what works for you. Go and, you know, try different things and experiment, and then be consistent with it. So Mills, I don't know, did you want to add some stuff to that?
That was amazing. Yeah, just like, guys, looking back when Ames and I first started doing our DMOs, I can't remember what it was now. I think it must have been like 2015, maybe. We were kind of at a point where our businesses were like it was like nothing really was happening, and then all of a sudden we started to write stuff down. So what's really important with a DMO is that you get like a DMO book. Like, I've got this just like a paperback book that I write my DMO in. It says "Remember why you started" on the front of it. I love it. And I write my DMO down every single day. So write my DMO down, and like there's scientific proof that when you write things down, it's like I can't remember what it's called, but like, it's basically like when you write things down, it's like a subconscious message to your mind, and it helps you relate your mind goes to work, and you start attracting the things that you're writing down. So every single day I write down my goals. So I write down what I want to achieve, like my ultimate dreams, and I do my affirmations as well. I always write down my affirmations. But really, it's all about making sure that you write it down. So everything that Amy's just spoken to us about, what's really important is to write it down, because then over the 3 months time, if you go like, oh my God, this is working so well, like I'm getting all these customers, you can look back and go, this is exactly what I've done, and this is how many people I've been speaking to. So that's why it's really important to write everything down, so you can track and look back on people. And also, you know, if you're writing down all the people that you've connected with, then, you know, at the end of the week on Follow-Up Friday, which we use for a follow-up day if you haven't done it through the week, is that you can go back and reconnect with all of those people. And the other thing that I will just add to that actually is when you add people who are on Tribe, what I now do is that I never send people a message straight away if I've added them. What I'll do is I'll like and love and comment on their profiles for 2 or 3 days, so they can see who I am, and they can have a chance to click on and watch my stories and see what I'm doing. And then if they then respond back, it gives you something to talk about rather than just sliding into their DMs and going, oh, like, this is what I'm doing. You know, so it's a much more organic way of building that relationship. So yeah, that's something that is so powerful, guys. It's so simple. DMO is so simple, daily method of operation, but it's something that will give you consistency. And if you listen to any kind of motivational video, if you listen to any kind of successful person, they will always have something that's consistent. Anybody that's successful in business, in life, in anything they do, they have a consistent routine of something that they do day in, day out. And this is what we do. It's DMO. It's very simple. And it gives you a track of knowing that what you've done and what you haven't done. Day in, day out, day in, day out. So yeah, it's just something that we know is very successful for us. And you might find that you can add different things to your DMOs to help you be more successful, that's more on Tribe with you, which is absolutely fine also. You know, whether it's meeting up for one-to-ones every week with your customers, speaking on the phone, you know, if that's something that you want to do daily, then that's absolutely fine. You know, we love to speak to our customers on the phone, guys, because it builds on that relationships, and then it's not just a cyber relationship that you have with that customer. So, Ames, did you want to briefly touch on SDD?
Yeah, we'll make this quick. So for anybody on the call that's maybe like newly started or is kind of going through like, you know, their first few promotions, there's basically a promotion which is called Senior Direct Distributor. And this is one of your very, very first promotions, and it's actually the most important position, because if you can basically get yourself to Senior Direct Distributor, and then it's basically all about teaching other people and helping other people to do that too. You can literally be, you know, one of the top positions in the company, like Millie and me. So basically it's all about SDD, which is really, really exciting. So basically all you need for SDD is 10 gold packages. So that's the premium capsules and the shakes together as a bundle. So those two together as a gold package. So all you need is 10 of those, and you can do all of it on your own, and that's in 1 calendar month. Or you can actually build like a little bit of a team. You could maybe do this with a couple of your friends, and you can actually do it between them. So you could do like 3 or 4 each gold packages, and then basically you then get your promotion to SDD, and basically you get your bonus. So you get a £300 bonus spread over 2 months on top of your commission. And you actually get a pay rise. So when you start this business, you start at 10% commission. But when you actually go SDD, you actually go up to 17% commission. So nearly doubling your commission. And it will make a massive difference. I think you get much more than per sale, which makes a massive difference. That's basically SDD, guys. So any of you new that maybe really want to go for it, if you are wanting to go through the promotions and get your bonus, then that's a really, really great kind of first one to aim for. You can also do it in 60 days. So do the 10 gold packages in 60 days, but you just don't get the bonus. But you still get the promotion, you still get the pay rise, and then you can then continue on to the next promotion after that, which comes with like a £900 bonus. So again, it's still like a great progression. I know there's been girls on this call that have done it in 30 days, some that have done it in 60 days, you know, so it really is, you know, you can do it however you want. You can do it on your own, you can do it with a team, you know, you choose how you do it. But that is basically the first promotion, and that's really as simple as this is. So it's really, really exciting. So Mills, did you want to add anything onto that?
Yeah, absolutely. And what's really important to remember is everybody that's been in the team for that isn't brand new is that we need to wake up every single day as a dealer. And that's something that Amy and I have always done from day one. we've woken up, and just because we worked through the promotions, we haven't like sat back and gone, oh, we're not going to do this anymore. Amy and I go, like, we put our mindsets to achieve SDD every single month. That's what we wake up as a dealer every single day. How many people can we help? You know, we've always kept our feet on the ground. We're both very humble, and we want to help people as much as we can. So by waking up, and it's almost as if we've started the business every single day. That's how we treat this business. We're brand new to this business every single day, and we're going out there to find people to help them, you know, be healthier, be fitter, and to earn a bit of extra money. Because that's what this is about, guys. Who do you know that wants to look better, feel better, make money? It's that simple. And like Amy said, like everything that we've spoken about, it's like a circle. So by taking your products, sharing them on your Instagram and Facebook stories and on your Facebook, and on your Instagram, then people are going to see what you're doing. They're going to relate to you because you've added people from your tribe, because you're also showing them about your lifestyle and what you love. So if you love doggy walking, or if you love horses, or if you love, you know, whatever it is that you love, people are going to then see that. They're going to ask what you're doing because they're seeing that you're earning money from your phone. And they're like, well, how is this person doing it? I'm just like them, and perhaps I can do this too. So it's really that simple, guys. It's that whole circle. So you've got to make sure that you're ticking off everything, you know, that you're doing. So it's like a big circle, really, and then it snowballs. So you find one, and they find another. And the best thing about this business is that you don't need to know a lot of people to be really successful. You really don't. You know, to get to the top position in this company, you only need 4 people frontline that are SDD PB qualifying, which is insane. You know, so just think about that: 4 people, just 4. That's all you need. And it all starts with us. So it all starts with us being on the products, having a product story, and sharing that with people, and having a good mindset. So there's a couple more things that we want to share with you, but I'm just going to quickly touch upon mindset. So it's so important, guys, that you are in a positive mindset, because if you are sitting there, you know, and you're having disbelief in yourself, if you're thinking, I could never do that, that's not something I can do, you know, whatever it is that is negative in your mind, you're going to attract more of that. And, you know, I sometimes still feel a bit mental saying it, but the law of attraction is something that has completely changed my life. You know, and it's all about everything that you think in your mind, you attract into your life. And it's really, really that simple. So anything that you want in your life, guys, you've just got to think about it and believe it. And if you believe that you can have it, and say thank you for it before it arrives, and believe that it's in your life already, the universe will deliver it to you. And if anybody hasn't watched or listened to The Secret, which is all about the law of attraction, then please go and watch that. It's on YouTube, it's free, and it's something that will change your life in ways that you won't even believe. And especially since I've been here in Bali, like, it's crazy how things happen. You can think about things and it's like, here it is, it's presented, it's crazy. Like, I feel like a mad woman talking about it, but I think a lot of us have had experiences with the law of attraction and how it can change our lives. So that's something that's really, really important. Everything that you believe is going to become true for you. I don't know if you guys have heard that thoughts become things. So really listen to your mindset, and anything that you're thinking is basically designing your future. So whatever you want, think about whatever you want, think about that, but actually believe it. And if you're struggling to think about you know, anything positive, then write down what your dream life could look like. You know, if you were living your dream life, what would that be? How would it look like? Where would you go? How would you spend your time? Who would you spend your time with? What would you do with your day if you were completely free? Like, if you had all the money in the world that you needed to live your dream life, not to be like extortionately rich, but all the amount of money that you needed to live your dream life, how would that feel? And what would that look like? How, you know, where would you spend your time? Who would you spend your time with? Really think about those things. And if you can manifest on that and really like picture that in your mind, you can start manifesting it into your life. Sounds crazy, but it's really true and it works. I think there's some people who have had really cool experiences with that on this call, and I'm sure perhaps one day we could do a manifestation call. That would be really exciting. So yeah, mindset is everything, guys. Mindset will determine your success or your failure, because if you're focusing on failure, if you're focusing on fear, and if you're focusing on things that you don't have and don't want and can't get, you're going to get more of it. Focus on the things that you do want, where you do want to go, the people that you do want in your business, how many customers you want, and you will attract that to you. It's that simple. So, but moving on, just before we come to the end of the call, we want to talk to you about events. So we've got an amazing event in Kent coming up. I think it's next weekend. Ames, can you just confirm the date? Sorry, it's slipped my mind.
Yeah, Saturday the 14th.
Saturday the 14th, and it's a power day that is run by the company, which is going to be absolutely phenomenal. It's in Maidstone in Kent. And anybody that goes to the power day, you will get £10 off your Edinburgh ticket, which is absolutely incredible. And it's at the events is where the magic happens, guys. Obviously, I'm here in Bali, so I can't get to the event, but so it's kind of hypocritical, really. But I know that these events is going to change your life, because I've been to so many over the years, and I'm so excited to come back for Scotland, which is in Edinburgh, which is going to be on the 10th and the 11th of November. I am literally absolutely buzzing for this event. It's going to be incredible. It's a time where we all come together. It's where we're going to celebrate our successes. We've got some incredible things, me and Ames, lined up for you. We're going to have a nice dinner out or some drinks. We haven't quite decided yet, but it's going to be absolutely incredible. So Ames, there's a Sophia Marino event as well, isn't there, in October?
Yeah, I just remembered as well, I see Shafina's just reminded me, there's also an event in Manchester on Saturday as well. So obviously the Power Day in Kent is more down south, but then any of you that maybe live up north, then there is one on the same day in Manchester, which is going to be amazing as well. It's run by John. So think who you've got there. If you live up there, if you've got any team members that live up there, make sure you tell them about it and encourage them to go, because it's literally going to be a game changer. And then then there's one in October with Sophia Marino, which is just getting the dates. No, it's not. Hold on, sorry. Sunday the 13th of October is Sophia Marino's event. So that's Sunday the 13th. I'm not 100% sure on where exactly that is, but that'll be sort of like Surrey way, won't it?
I think it's Sussex. Yeah, it won't be the same place as we had it before, but what we'll do is we'll put all the event information into the team groups, so anybody can find out how to get tickets, how to get to the places, the events, and the locations. But it's really important, guys, like, just getting to the events is super, super important to help you build your businesses. And for anybody that's new, especially, events are where the magic happens. And it's going to be something that's going to be a real game changer for all of you. So I think the only thing that we really want to mention now is that obviously, like, we've got the detox starting tomorrow in our support group. Ames, you've got your Shred 10 starting tomorrow. This is a time for you guys to really share what you're doing and to get onto those detoxes and the Shred 10 for you to attract more customers. So even if you haven't got a lot of people right now that are joining you on the Shred 10 or on the detox, this is the time for you to get onto both programs, whichever support group you're in, and to start attracting more people by sharing what you're doing and getting those results. I know that Ames, you have a real success with your Shred 10, don't you? It's something that really, really works.
Yeah, I've literally just done all my measurements, my before photo, and I'm excited literally for the end. I can tell you that. I need this transformation. But yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, I'm really excited. It's nice because like what you guys are doing as well, you do it all together. So you all be like, day 1, day 2, and it's so good for everyone that's doing it with you as well. And it's good for us as well because it gets us excited, it gets us accountable, because you're like, you know that you're doing it all together. You're not just doing it on your own. So yeah, it's such a great thing to do. If I would encourage you, do your measurements and do your before photo, and maybe take a picture of your skin or whatever it might be, because we know that our stories and our results and even just like little changes can make a massive difference. So get excited again and really start to see the difference in what you're doing. Even take a picture of your hair for hair growth, because I actually wish I took more photos when I first started. I didn't really do enough, especially with my hair as well. So especially if you are new, like literally get loads of photos of like your hair, your skin, your physique, if that's something that you want to improve, and just keep track of what you're doing, because you'll always be able to look back on this, and it's always an ongoing journey. But yeah, so yeah, it's really, really exciting.
Amazing. All right, guys, so I've just noticed as well, Jeanette, thank you so much. You've put on how much commission that you get for your promotion. So guys, have a look at that. Just scroll back through and you can see that when you go SDD, how much money that you get per order, which is really amazing. So thank you so much for sharing that, Jeanette. Really appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, guys, so there's just one more thing that I just want to share with you all. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get everybody to please unmute their microphones. And we're all going to sing Happy Birthday to Debbie Morris, because it was a very special birthday last week. The big 50. Congratulations, Debs. We just want to sing Happy Birthday as a team. So, guys, I'm going to play a Happy Birthday song, and we're all going to sing. Are we ready for this? I've got a terrible voice, so we can all have terrible voices together. Are we ready? Okay. Oh, it's not going to play. Oh, please play. Hold on.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to you.
Happy
birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Debs. We love you. Happy birthday. And also, it was DJ's birthday and Annie's birthday. So happy birthday to you guys too. I hope you had very special days, guys. Cool. So, guys, thank you so much for coming on tonight. I hope it's been value to you all. Claire, did you want to say something? Okay. Claire's going to come and speak. Guys,
Sorry,
you all just mute yourselves out. Just mute yourselves out, guys, again, so I can hear that. Thank you. Oh. Okay, thank you. All right, Claire, go ahead.
just a really quick one, because I'm so, oh sorry, I was going to swear. I'm so excited. And Carly's on here too, isn't she? Carly and I won a coaching call with Simon Mitchell today.
Oh my God, wow, that's so exciting. Woohoo!
And I totally manifested it. You talking about manifestation. I woke up this morning and I was like, do you know what? I want one of these coaching calls with Simon Mitchell. Don't know how it's going to happen. I'm going to make it happen today. I did.
No way, that is so exciting. Well done, Claire. Oh, thanks for sharing that. Thank you. Amazing, guys. Cool. So, as always, we have got, so this week, guys, we have got the Dream Team Opportunity Call Tuesday. Very sorry about last week. Had no power. Thursday did not happen. And obviously I was away on Tuesday. Ames is yours on Thursday. Diamond Dreamers Opportunity Call on Thursday. So speak to people, funnel them into the groups, guys, and let's have a freaking September to remember. Like, this business is down to you guys. It's up to you. Whatever you want, we can make it happen. And if any of you need support, if any of you need one-to-ones, if any of you are struggling, please reach out. That's what Ames and I are here for. We're here to support you. We're here to love on you. We're here to help you achieve your dreams. You know, we are living our dream lives, guys, and this is about you. We put these calls on to help you guys. We want to make you step into your absolute dream lives as well. So anything that you need help with, whether it's mindset, whatever it is, just contact us, let us know, and we can help you. All right, guys, thank you all so much for coming on this evening. Have an amazing week. Go smash your detoxes, smash your shred 10, and don't forget to share everything that you're doing. All right, guys, thank you so much. Thanks, Amy, for speaking. Thank you, everybody. I love you all lots, and we'll see you next week. Take care. Bye.